time when we came out, radio was feeling like, yo, we can't let America feel like our radio airways are being taken over by foreigners, where it's not pumping, and these foreigners are making all this bread off of being played in America, while these American audiences going to see them more than their own American English speaking counterpart doing hip hop or R&B or what have you.
Which is crazy because most of the people, like most of the greats, like especially from those 90s, are mixed.
Their lineage goes back to a Caribbean parent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their Caribbean parent was either musically inclined, had something to do with music, or played a lot of great music around them.
Exactly.
The one thing about Jamaican people, they love all kind of music. They like country music. They always play country music. They like Western movies. They love playing it. They love playing jazz. Ska was a part of their upbringing. Mento is what people are doing now. Everyone that's mixing the Jambian rhythm is like a modern day. The Jambian rhythm, that Party Animal with Charlie Black, that did real well against the soca audience, the Latin audience.
Because you could put it in each. Because you can't tell what it is. You can't tell.
There was a Caribbean music, bro. There was a Caribbean music called Mento music. All the different islanders used to travel to different islands to work and make their bread and come back to their main island. And when they traveled, they was all listening to a fusion of Latin music, jazz music, what people would call jazz. Yeah, music that migrated from New Orleans. It was music that was coming from Africa, tip of Africa, going into Portugal and Spain, and then coming into New Orleans, and then all that
swing
was showing up in the Caribbean. And with everybody traveling on cruise ships, people were cross-pollinating a lot of different musics. And a lot of these different musics, one dominant sound is the dominant sound that's in everybody's music right now. You could blend from reggaeton to Dominican dembow to reggaeton that comes out of Colombia to Afrobeat that comes out of Africa to Afro dancehall that comes out of Colombia, like Barranquilla and Cartagena, to Brazilian. All of it is mental. It's mental music with different tempos. But all DJs now are loving it because they're like, yo, I get to blend all these genres seamlessly. And then my mom like, yeah, you don't know, because back in the days, this actually was the sound of the Caribbean itself. They didn't have so many different category names they were calling it. And people were saying, nah, we created this now, we created that now, we call this now. Every new wave had a new category about it was dancing to the tempo and had a dance to it. And what every dominant producers kept on saying, let's mimic that now, because that's working right now. They dance like this now. So we're gonna have them dance to this and have the production sound like this now. There was one sound we'll call mental music. And if you went to Dominican Republic, went to Trinidad, went to Jamaica, went to Cuba, they always listen to mental music. And it sounded very like no different from when you hear soca music now with all the Spanish Latin guitars in it. Parang music, they call it. Parang music. That even Spanish people call parang music. I think parang music is what their music, folklore music that they play around Christmas time. And people show up and they like serenade, like people in Mexico do it. They have the banda bands and the mariachi bands show up around Christmas time and just play. They had music called parang when it's guitar heavy. But that music would be in the mental music.
Yeah, those strings. And what people don't even realize too is like the Wailers. Like Rita was from Cuba.
Her father, her mother, I think either Bob's mother was from Cuba, or Rita's mother was from Cuba.
I think it's Rita.
Rita's mother from Cuba. A lot of bass lines, doom, doo doom, doo 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 doom, doom, doo doom. That's actually a salsa bass line.
That D Brown,
that Cuba radio stations used to play across into Jamaica.
And it's right there.
Yeah, they're like not too far from each other where Jamaica people could pick up radio like Cuban stations and hear bass lines from Cuban music and be like, yo, I'm gonna lift that and twig it and put it on this guy. Type of thing to me hear it. Latin music has a lot of dynamics. Latin music is just to me, it's all African music. The Moors that left tip of Africa that went into Spain brought the guitars.
Because they was making their own with the wood and the string.
They brought, people will always say, nah, Spaniards came with the nylon guitar, the flamenco guitar. Nah. I'm sorry. It was the Moors that came here. And it's not a...
It's like written history. It's
historical. It's not even a ego superiority complex. It's just...
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. If they're the oldest people on the planet, 99 monkey theory, not trying to say we're monkeys, but 99 monkey theory is if there's a whole bunch of monkeys on one continent and one monkey on a whole separate continent, but they belong to the species of monkeyism, what have you. You really think that monkey, not being a monkey or being a monkey, is not going to run into the same osmosis, trial and error, and run into the same things and create different combinations and connections? And when he meets his rest of his 99 tribe, oh, should I do the same thing too? Oh, shit, I know. I thought I was doing it to myself. Now you're a monkey, so you're going to naturally, if they're the only people on the planet, they ran into all the things to mimic in nature.
Exactly.
So naturally, when they're going to get out of their 1.63 billion people continent and start going out to different continents, they're going to bring their influence. And it just so happens when this came out of Africa into southern part of Europe and then going down into the Caribbean, into New Orleans, it all started to create like a gumbo, gumbo soup, like of everything. Sancocho, Spanish people call it sancocho.